Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you, and if you're my previous subscriber, welcome my baby dinosaurs. And so for today's video, we're going to be talking about Trump's final days, part 2. And quickly, just before we begin, I just want to quickly state that this is for entertainment purposes only. And so we have 3 different decks that we'll be using in this video. We have this kind of like dark deck, which will kind of go with the energy. This is kind of like my COVID-19 deck. Then we also have this deck here, which is my typical right away, and then another right away, but a different like version, like almost like a ripoff. But it works really well, so I ain't complaining. But just before we begin, I just want to quickly see if you guys are interested in knowing when I post next, or asking questions, any personal readings, whatnot. Everything's in the description below. Highly recommend though that you join my Facebook group. You can find that link below. Quickly before I begin, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I do tend to go a little fast. What I do is I tend to seem pretty fast for a lot of people, so if that's the case, I did put in the description below, just open up a transcript, and I'll show you how to do that, and you can read at your own pace. And so, that's always an option if you guys are interested in that. Anyway, we're going to jump right into it. If you guys see any edited parts, cutting out the shuffling parts so we have more questions. And so, here's some video. Just check out all the questions in the description. I have listed them in order of which they came. And just also, know for any reference, if you guys have been asking about the electors trying to give Trump the win. Well, I did this video a long time ago, and so I put the link to that video in the description if you guys are interested in checking that out. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Alright, so the first question is Trump's escape plan. Let's see, what is Trump's escape plan, Spirit and Angels? Tell me, what is that? Oh, okay, so we have a lot of reversals here. And so what this is telling me is that he hasn't made a plan yet. And that's why when I read on him in part 1, I still haven't been able to find out how he's going to escape. Like, what's his last day? It also feels to me like nothing has been determined, nothing is set in stone. So we do have here, he doesn't know what to do. He thinks that he still has some legal way. He does feel like he can get through it. This is just nothing for him. He's fine. He feels invincible for some reason. This is in his mind, by the way. We have here, he feels like no one is fighting for him, so he is very angry. But not only is he not only angry, he's also very angry at his Republican, the people who that were for him and now are against him. And so he's pretty angry, but that's politics, buddy. Get used to it. Then we have here, he believed that the election was truly fought. He does believe that, and so he believed that he had a fighting chance. He really believed that he had a fighting chance. And he believed that this is my popular vote winner. The popular vote loses the election. Well, the popular vote winner won the election this time around. And so he is angry that he didn't win the popular vote. He thought he was going to win the popular vote. And so he thought that was going to be his excuse. Now, he doesn't have even a plan out. This is my Donald Trump card, him leaving. He doesn't even have an escape plan. He didn't even make one. With all the talks of him, having an airplane in the back lawn of Washington, D.C., he doesn't even have one. We have here, he does not feel troubled. He feels not even bothered at all. He feels like he's in deep trouble. He feels like he's in deep trouble and because of the investigation that's going on. So this is my troubles card. He feels very worried about what's going to happen. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Sorry, I hope this doesn't amplify the sound. We do have here death. And so what this is telling me is that he does not want to transition of power to the next president of the United States. Yeah, so he's looking to the future. He's looking to the future. He has hope for the future. He does. And when I mean hope, I mean him holding on to power. We have here, he hasn't even made up his plans. Yeah, he's not even considering Biden as president-elect. He's not even going to talk to him or refer to him as president-elect. He feels like he's truly won. He really feels like he truly won. And so that's just really interesting to see. the mind of Donald Trump and how he really views this election. Like, it's just very odd for some reason that he still doesn't have an escape plan. So we'll be keeping up to date with the series, and I'm really curious to see when he's gonna make the plan, like the date plan, because I'm really curious to find out. Oh, I want to ask about the escape plan. Even though he doesn't have one, that just means in his mind he feels like he doesn't need it, but that doesn't mean there isn't a plan. So is Donald Trump gonna try to escape by air? Is Donald Trump gonna try to escape by air? Okay, let's just do this. Alright, so we have 3 rows of how Trump's escape plan is going. So we have by air, by water, by military, and by water. So, like boat and stuff like that. Okay, so we have here by air. He feels like justice is coming. Justice is coming and it's knocking on his door. We have here, he lost the presidency. He knows he lost the election. I mean, he's worried about the Democrats. There's also my investigators. They're going to find out all the bad that he did. Now, for the military, we have, they're not going to betray him. There's no betrayal in the past. They didn't betray him in the past. And so he feels at a very good standing with the military as one of his escape plan. However, they may not actually take him out. They may let him keep his seat. Some may try to help him out, if you know what I mean. Now, please just keep in mind, this is just for entertainment purposes only. And we also have here the Queen of Pentacles. They're not going to let him hold the seat. They know that he's there for power and only power. And so, these are people in a position of power in the military that may actually be the ones who end up saving the United States. We also have here for the water, like boat and stuff like that. We have here the military and death. So in the past, they didn't know who. They said that Biden won the election, right? So this is passing on the seat to someone else. We have here currently, Trump hasn't made a decision on how he's going to leave. So like I was saying, Trump still hasn't made a decision. And we have here, he's definitely not going to be able to be escaping by air. And so what that tells me is he's not going to leave through a plane. He's end up either going to go through the military or by boat. And so that's just really interesting to see. That is the most likely path for Donald Trump to take. Alright, so spirits and angels. Will the military throw Trump out? That's the question. Will the United States military throw Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, out of office? Oh, we have 2 Biden cards here. We have 2 Biden cards, and we have a reversal loss. They didn't feel like they lost anything, really. They feel like Biden right now, Biden is president-elect, but he's not president. And in the future, we have Biden again, coming towards the White House. He's the new leader. Actually, keep in mind, this is for entertainment purposes only. Right? Biden is running towards the new leader, right? But then we have unpredictability. And so right now, what it feels like, there is almost like inner working. There's something going on within the military that the American people are unaware of. There could be some internal fighting, someone jumping in, trying to do something. There could be potentially a tower moment. And so, don't be surprised if the military refuse to take Trump out or remove him. Don't be surprised, because it looks like there are some people who are there who are put there by Trump. So, just know that. Now, I'm asking now, will the military throw him out willingly? Let's ask that. Because how we word the questions is how the tower card is going to give it to me. And sometimes it doesn't even give you that. Sometimes it just gives you a whole different answer. But, yeah. Anyway, so willingly. Will the United States military throw out Trump willingly? Like, take him out of the White House? Will they throw him out willingly? Yes, they will. They're going to betray him. So, yes. So, you see what I mean? Like, the way you word the question will determine how the cards read it. So, yes. He will be taken out willingly. Now, I'm going to ask, is it because of public pressure? Is it because of public pressure? Okay, so what happened was that in the past, they had a big loss. for voting for this man, this big loss in the military. They felt like it was almost everything that they have done or tried to do for what's really good for the United States has failed. Like, they feel like they failed a lot of Americans. We have here the Democrats. They want the Democrats, and they are rooting for the Democrats here. Even though they're a very conservative group, they do want the Democrats in because they do have better hope for the future. What we also have here is people crying. And so they don't want to be in a position where they're very upset with the way the United States is going currently. And so what they want to do is they want to take the United States out of troubled water to smoother, calmer water. Now, this is also the public. So the public, this is what the public wants. And so what this appears to me is that the way the United States has been presented to the American people as almost like a police state. And so a lot of people are very upset, and upset that a lot of people are not going to have the faith in them as they once did. And so they are also going to try to restore some sort of faith by taking Trump out, and that it's time to go. And so they are going to do it. Yes, the military will take Trump out. Now, I want to also ask, because this is really interesting, will you be able to watch it on television? Because that's really fun if you see him like fighting, I don't want to go, like that kind of thing. Will we get to see Donald Trump be removed from office on television? Will we be able to see Donald Trump being removed from office through the television? National television. We have here, no, we will not be able to see, because we have here, it's going to be a private executive order by Joe Biden. Right here, this is the military. The military is watching. No one else is there, just the military. We have here, there's not a lot of people. They know Biden won, but they know Trump lost. And so, no one's going to know that Trump has been pulled out by the military, so the public will not know. The information won't come through the internet. Yeah, but we'll know he would be removed. We'll know. And it's time for the Socialists of America under the Democrats. And so I do see here that we won't be able to see it live, sadly. However, my picture on the thumbnail should definitely give you some sort of idea what may happen. Okay. Now, is it too late to remove Donald Trump? Is it too late to remove Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States? Remove Donald Trump from power. Okay, so we have here, we have the corrupt government of the past. This is Bill Biden. This is the corrupt government. Presently, we have victory and a refusal to concede. So we have Biden victory and Trump's refusal to concede, which is off for the question. So this is what's happening right now, currently, right now. Then we have here in the future, we have Biden. So it looks to me, it's not too late to remove Trump. So Biden won't get in. I keep getting Biden cards here, so that's positive news for Biden. Section of this question, did the U.S. become a police state? Did the United States now an authoritarian police state? Okay, is the United States an authoritarian police state? Okay, no, I'm wrong. Okay, so what this is telling me right here is that on the world stage, no one saw it coming. No one saw this coming in the United States. However, it was almost like a gift to the American people to see this is what the country is capable of. People have been asking, how did the rise of Hitler happen? Well, this was a gift given to you by the divine. The divine wanted you to see how extremely possible it was to go from a progressive country all the way to authoritarian third world country. And so it was almost like a gift. It was like America here. You saw the bad side of America. Now we're going to give you the good side of America. And so now you will have to make a choice come 2024, which is why I will be focusing on this channel, why it will be very important to focus on 2024. And it will be the most important election in American history because it will be a major turning point. We have here in the future, we have the Fool. We thought it was the blue wave, which it is the blue wave by all means. But somehow there was some sort of thing going on where Trump managed to gather 73 million. And so it kind of cut that blue wave in half, sort of thing. And we have here the tower. And so what this tells me is there's still a lot of authoritarian stuff to happen. There's a lot of things that's going to happen, but we must be aware of. It's supposed to be exposed, people. It's supposed to be exposed, right? And so we have here the crown's off. The presidency gone, but the people, the Democrats and the Republicans, have been very hurt by this because it not only affects them, it affects the United States in general. So anybody within the United States are going to be harmed by the authoritarian state because it puts everyone out of power. And so this is not for anyone's benefit except the party in power. The question is, will you vote them out? Is Trump gone for good? Is Donald Trump gone for good, Spirits and Angels tell me? Is Donald Trump gone for good? Okay, so here's what's going on. So in the past, we have here election night. In the past, it was 2020 election, right? Now this is in the future. We have here, he was trying to escape from something. So whatever it is that he's trying to escape from, he's trying to escape. Then we have here, he refuses to believe that the Democrats had won the 2020 election. And so right now, he has a lot of soul searching of almost like what happened, how did this go wrong, how I did whatever I could to make sure that I won, how did it all go wrong. And so he does have a lot of soul searching here. And so his pattern has been so predictable that his strength among his own party is dwindling. It almost feels like, if anything, the people who supported Trump even though they supported him, they know that he's no longer the winning candidate, and so they're going to choose a new cult-like figure. And so just don't be surprised if we have another type Trump, but it doesn't look like Trump's going to be able to hold on to his base in 2024 or later. We do have here the Hanged Man reverse. This is my white supremacist card. And so it looks to me that he's no longer strong enough to hold the white power movement or whatever it is that he is trying to do. Now please keep in mind this is just for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. And so whatever it is that he's doing, he's going to lose that base. He's going to lose that base. And also the government's going to intervene. And I feel like in my heart, in my intuition, is that they're going to pass a law that says if you have any sort of criminal background, you must be back-checked, and American people must be known about it, including your tax returns and stuff like that. And so that's what I'm seeing for this particular question. So in the future, Trump may very well struggle to even get the nomination for the Republican Party because of all the barriers that have been put up to prevent another Trump-like candidate. Alright. How does Trump see COVID in the United States? Let's use this card. How does Donald Trump see COVID in the United States? How does Donald Trump see it? Okay, so we have these two cards already. Okay, so here is what I'm getting. So we have the Emperor. No, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a major arcana here, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Emperor, which is Trump. Then here we have two cards that came out together. We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So we do have two major arcanas here, and we have two kind of minor. I don't really know much about tarots. I just use my intuition. Anyway, there's a crow, there's an angel, and then there's someone blinded. So what this tells me, this is a guy who's inside his mind. This is within his mind, right? We see here, we have the eye, and then we have someone's head. We have the eye, and then the head. And so what this tells me, this is what he sees. This is what he's seeing. So I'm in his mind right now. And we have here, he sees two different sides. He's unable to know what's right from wrong. And in time, he's going to be very hurt when he realizes that he's done for good. And so I use my little Rider-Waite tower because it looks a little simpler. We also have here, this was a time for him to kind of like steal money, like kind of like take it from the American people, this is the American people's rightful money, and give it to his bank or other people in power. This is also big corporation and giving them money, like a hush money. And we have here, this is the Knight of Pentacles. The challenge is, those same people who took money from him are not going to stay quiet. And so that's what's telling me, is that they're going to turn on him. They're like, oh yeah, thanks Donald for the money, but I'm going to turn against you now. That's like what I want to do. And so we have here, he knows that a lot of people are dying, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care because he cares about anything else but the American people, really. And so what this is telling me is that he just kind of sees it as like a losing, like the Democrats' way of trying to get him out of the White House. So that's why he calls it a hoax, even though it's not really a hoax. So please wear your mask and please stay safe. We do have here, he feels like it was designed as a way to make him feel like he is not able to lead a country. And he blamed this on the deep state, the government. And he said that there's a lot of problems. Yes, there are a lot of problems within the United States. I completely agree with that. However, he is the problem. And so that's what's going on right now. And so that is how Donald Trump views COVID-19, the United States. Will anyone within the United States military turn against the country? Spirits and angels tell me. We have world. Yes, there will be. Because in the past, there was somebody who was all around the world. And so Trump must have promised them something. So whatever they promised, they will promise something. So some of these people in a position of power within the military are like probably why I saw like there was going to be some sort of fighting going on within the military, because a lot of those people were put there by Trump or someone who was put there before Trump came in. What I mean by that is that it was already premeditated thing. We do have the devil reversed, which is Trump currently right now. Donald Trump is the devil, right? And we do have here the moon. We have the moon. So they have not been revealed. We know who they are, and some of them we don't. It was almost like a gift by the divine universe so that we are aware of who these people are. And that their intentions are to very well keep the presidency for Donald Trump. However, they may have no choice but to end up betraying the country. And so, yes, there will be people in the military who will very well betray the country in favor of the current president of the United States. And so just be aware, I did say that in the beginning, and the cards seem to show it here now. Just know this is just for entertainment purposes only. Relax. Stay calm and send white light protection to Biden and the new administration. Okay. Is the United States in a civil war already? Spirit and angels tell me, the United States in a civil war already. In any sort of fashion, the United States in a civil war. And the first card is the Tower moment. So yes, the United States is going through a turning point. So yes, the United States is indeed in a civil war right now. The challenge is his refusal to concede. And so this might be actually, it's just the beginning. It could be very well be the beginning of the Civil War. So we have, the Tower moment, and we have the refusal to concede. However, what we also have here is that these people who are supposed to be spiritual, who are going to QAnon, these are the people right here. They are people who are supposed to be spiritual, but ended up going into the darkness instead of the light. Then we also have here on the right is that these are the people who are on the light, in the light, and like the angels and stuff like that. Us, so we do have here, we are struggling to get through to everyone. To say that, no, you're following the dark. Come with us, follow the light. And so we have here, it's almost like we're offering it to them, but we're giving them a free choice to choose whatever the way they want to go. We're not moving. We're just telling them we're here if you want to take this opportunity. And we have here, a lot of these people feel very stuck. They don't know what way to go. And so, that's the start. It almost feels like it's a spiritual battle more than an actual civil war, if I'm being honest. We do have here, it's a time to look upon your past traumas, your past life, how you used to view things. And so this is what the Civil War is all about here. Spirits and angels tell me. It's just a spiritual war. Okay, so we also have the government here. We have the government card, and that goes right above the tower. It tells me this is a spiritual war among the government as well. It is a spiritual war. Then we have the cross in here, is that their ability to get their message through, and will they be successful? That's a challenge for a lot of those people. It is a spiritual civil war within the United States. Yes, we do. This is Trump. So Trump is the very essence of the spiritual war, the civil war within the United States. And then we have here, this is Trump leaving. And so this is the beginning of the civil war. Now, it's not going to be physical. It's going to be a physical civil war spirit in the United States. Okay, so we have this card. Is that a yes or no? Okay, I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna... I'm talking to my spirit. Okay, so they say no, it's a spiritual one. Okay, so they're telling me be very careful who you choose to follow and listen to. Okay, so they're telling me some of those people will try to misguide you into the darkness. Okay, so we don't know who they are, but those are some of those people who you are following. So if that resonates with you, whoever you are. Okay, so they're telling me it's me, so whoever I follow does that. But whoever you guys are following, if that resonates with you, that is probably a message for you as well. Okay. Okay, so they're telling me to let you know that you guys are in the right place and that you will be okay. And that you are here for a reason on my channel. Is that right? Okay, so they said no, it is because you're here because you need guidance. That's why you're here. Okay, perfect. Alright, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't send negative energy. Think white light protection. I did call upon white light protection for both me and you. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content such as this. I hope to see you guys very soon. And much love to you. Stay safe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not trying to incite fear, so try to stay positive. If you guys are a little worried, go to my community tab for the inspirational messages. Go there, okay? I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you very soon. I love you, and stay safe.